ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Do that.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Hot Toys action figure review on the Sideshow exclusive Spider-Man PS4 video game VGM042 Spider-Man 2099 Black Suit version. If you're trying to get your Hot Toys, you can do. Well, this one you can get at Sideshow, but if you're trying to get your other Hot Toys, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
While you're down there, please show some love by hitting that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And this is one that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about for quite some time. Anyway, on the top right there, it says Spider-Man 2099. It says black suit version even though it's blue, just because the more modern 2099 Spider-Man design is a white suit. But anyway, this is all spot varnished right over here, so very, very cool, and I like how the image wraps around to the side right there. It says Spider-Man and then Spider-Man right down there. And then you get this magnetic flap right over here holding everything together. You can see all the people responsible for creating the figure, including Cockroach. And then you can see the action figure inside the box. Alright, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the Spidey 2099 figure out of the packaging. And I will discuss the things that I do like. I will discuss some things that I don't like. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. As always, I recommend you read through the instruction booklet before you start messing with the figure. You get your standard issue display stand right here, which does come apart right over here a lot easier than I'd like, but it's the dynamic stand and it has the clamp and you get the bendy right here, so I like that. And then you get this nice image of Spidey 2099 looking pretty cool, so I like that. Nice text and everything, looks pretty clean right over here. You get your standard issue set of webs. This is a very cool one over here. It does make this one more and more obsolete to me though. It's like you don't really need that one anymore. You get the splayed out web right over there. You get the replacement pegs for the hands. You get these cool crawling or slashing hands, fisted hands, web grabbing hand for this accessory over here, and then you get the relaxed hands, and then you get this flat hand for some reason. I don't know why. And then you get a pointing finger right there, and then you get these thwipping hands, and then you get this whole thwipping feature right here with these webs, which is really cool. Just take this piece off and just pick that apart. There we go. And then you can go ahead and grab this piece and just attach it, and you have the web coming out right over here, and that works out very well while getting him displayed. It kind of does look weird when this bends with the hinge as you move it downward, but I still like it. And then of course you could swap this out and put in a different webbing if you'd like, so you don't have to have just that one in there. You know, that'll work. You could do that. So this figure looks dope. I love this head sculpt, and the red over this metallic blue just looks incredible. I love this, man. Look at that metallic red. It looks really good. It's held up so far. He's been on display for quite some time. I thought I would see some fading with that red, but nah, it looks pretty solid to me. So I'm really happy with that. I love the pattern that you could see in the suit right there. I mean, you could see how the blue kind of changes a little bit, right? Because the material changes, and then you get a different material right over here for the sides, and it does crease a bit when you like have him in a pose where this is getting all crunched and bunched up, but if you apply heat with a hairdryer, the creases actually disappear. So I wish I would do it again. I don't know, I may insert a clip of that actually happening so you could see it, but it's pretty nifty that it works out that way, so I'm pretty happy with that. Then I love the pattern right over here, the design, you know, Spidey 2099 skull pattern. I am missing the cape though. I'm bummed out about the cape. This is holding up pretty well, holds up better than the Iron Spider suit. You know, there's no little flaring right there. And I've definitely posed this guy a lot. You could probably see some crease marks around the hips, like especially around there. So yeah, that has gotten a little bit of damage, and right over there too. So you can see that from the clamp. But, you know, the stitching looks pretty good for the most part. And then there's the Spidey 2099. But, again, I like how the material changes up over here. So that's pretty cool. And I wanted to get a closer look at a thwipping hand with the thwipping effect right there. So, yeah, when you bend that hinge down, it does look a little bit weird when this sticks up like that. But when you're taking photos, it doesn't really bother me much. But, yeah, nice little spikies right over here. And, you know, they're fairly durable, you know. They're not really rigid or anything. They have a little bit of bend to them in case you accidentally knock those. Claws are pretty sharp on this figure. I do like how they have that black paint over the fingernails. That's pretty nice. And then you get the legs right over here, the rest of the legs anyway. You know, not too much creasing around the knees or anything, even though it's been posed a lot. Ankles look really good. However, you can see some lines right over there from a lot of posing. And then there's looking at the bottom of the feet. So even though there is some creasing with the figure, I really do like the articulation. You can turn the head up quite a bit, so that's pretty nice. I do like that. Excuse the hairy arms. I've been commented on the hairy arms. Anyway, you can move the head downward like that, and you can turn side to side, and you do get head pivoting. I see just a tiny little bit of stitching coming off right over there. It kind of makes me sad. It's just a tiny little hair coming out. Anyway, you do get the butterfly joint where the shoulders will move forward and back some. Shoulders will move outward that far. You can move them inward quite a bit. They'll rotate forward, rotate back. Moving them forward like this and inward, that's where I've really gotten the most crease lines. But again, they do go away, and you can feel a lot of padding on this figure, by the way. Anyway, bicep swivel, and then you get the double jointed elbows, and then the wrist pegs that can turn side to side or hinge vertically, as well as rotate. I do love that they actually have the added extra web shooter piece right here in between. I didn't mention that earlier. That really does help hide the peg, so I do like that. Anyway, you do get a waist turn right there. You do get some waist pivoting. He'll crunch forward with the diaphragm joint kind of hidden there, as well as that hip joint. He'll crunch forward that much, and with both, he'll move back quite a bit. Again, you know, when you see pictures of me posing this guy at the end of the video, keep in mind that I do keep him posed like that for only very short periods of time, so you really don't want to leave him in those kind of poses for too long. Anyway, you can move the hips outward very far, kick forward that much, back, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then the ankles turn side to side, move down, then move up. Beautiful ankle pivot. I really like that a lot, and great toe articulation. And to measure out this 1/6 scale Spidey 2099 figure, you can see that he is standing at about the 12 3/4 inch mark. And then here's the Spider-Man 2099 figure next to the other Spider-Man PS4 game figures that I have in my collection from Hot Toys. We have Spider-Punk, we have the Advanced Suit Spider-Man, we have the Scarlet Spider, and then we have the recently reviewed Iron Spider armor. One thing that's awesome about these is that the texture for their suits are different. Like, not any two of them have the same exact thing going on. I feel like with the Spidey 2099, it's kind of like a mix between the Advanced Suit texture and the suit that they used for the Iron Spider. Then here's the Hot Toys Spider-Man 2099 figure next to the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099 figure, and you can see that the Marvel Legends one does have the cape. You know, I know the video game, I don't remember him having the cape in the game, but yeah, it would have been really nice if you could just attach it. Maybe there's a third-party company making capes that you could buy. I don't know. If you know about it, let me know. I should do a search. Maybe I'll find one. And then here's the Spider-Man 2099 figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Whoa, I remember back in 1989, I used to think 2020 would be badass. But no, it was not badass. It was not badass at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please show some love to the channel by hitting that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people over here that go the extra mile to support this content. So if you're interested in being a channel member or a patron, check it out. Link in the description below. Post daily over there. This is a fun figure to have. I really like it. A very, very cool suit. I really like the material for it. I have my gripes with it. And by the way, I'm going to figure something out with the microphone, so the audio thing will get cleared up in the future, by the way. I notice it. But anyway, the figure right over here, I don't know exactly how I'm going to leave him posed. He may be just standing, squatting, or a little bit kind of like how he was before when I posted that Hot Toys Spider-Man collection video not too long ago. So he's probably going to go back into that pose. I was thinking maybe I'd change it, but probably going to go back to it. Because, yeah, he will wrinkle up a little bit, and then I have complaints about the stand right over here. I did, see, there it goes coming apart. So that's extremely frustrating, especially on a very expensive figure, man. So that bums me out some. It's just the stand. It's okay. But anyway, the figure itself I like a lot more. So this is a pretty dope figure, and at the price point around, I believe it was around $250 if I remember correctly, because I did pick it up a while ago. I think this thing is badass, and I would give it a Sun rating of...
I love it!
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to follow me over on social media, be sure to check me out over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.